Okay, guys, I lost the baby, and I don't know exactly where I put it. It has to be around here somewhere. Okay, so some of you guys are probably wondering.
Sup? So today we're going to be talking about Caroline Co-Star. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really know a lot about her, but from what I saw from her channel, she is a YouTuber, makes skit videos, and some music as well. To be honest, her music isn't the worst thing I've ever heard. It's just really not my cup of tea. But I digress. What I'm here to talk about is the fact she lied about being pregnant in order to promote her Patreon. I shouldn't even have to explain why this in itself is fucking retarded. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today. It starts off with two videos. The first one saying, I have an announcement, and then the second one, which came out relatively recently, saying, I lost the baby. Which, look, I'm all for a good bit of clickbait, but clickbaiting a miscarriage is fucked up, like really fucked up, because a miscarriage is probably extremely I don't know why I said probably. It is an extremely traumatic event for the mother of the child, and I'm assuming the father as well. So clickbaiting that is a little fucked up, just completely. Like, why would you ever think to do that? But yeah, so we're gonna be starting off with the first one. Which is I have an announcement, and then we'll talk about the second one in a moment. But yeah, let's get right into this bullshit.
I'm 20 years old, and I am figuring out what to do with my life. And I personally don't think I should have to choose to do anything in life. I think I should just do life. I think I should just not die and live, and that's life. But I meet so many people around me that are encouraging me to pick a thing, to be a thing. Like, everyone's like committing to a bit. That's what life feels like. I'm committing to the bit of having a relationship with this woman who I don't really like. I'm committing to the bit of having this job that I don't really like. I'm committing to the bit of living in a democracy. I'm committing to this bit. I feel like it's okay to not know what I'm doing in life.
You know, I kind of understand that a little bit, and I will empathize with her a little there. But that still doesn't really excuse your actions that you did.
I'm good, guys. I'm actually so good. I want to have a kid. I just don't think I can have a fucking kid right now. And I really want a kid. I do want a fucking kid. And I'm not being stupid. I'm not being like, oh, well, you're young. You don't really know what it's like. You have so much life to live. Fuck you! I'm having a baby. Like, I'm having the baby. It's not like it's not like I'm getting rid of it. It's like I'm having the baby. I'm gonna have a baby. Me. Remember how I had
that whole little meltdown seems so stupid and over the top. Once you know that she's not actually pregnant, it's hard to watch. And also, what the fuck was that at the end? That is a lot of lipstick. Good lord, looking like a fucking circus clown. Damn, okay. And my main issue with this is I understand why she's doing it, which is just for money, but why go so far and do all this extra shit, like having a whole ass little meltdown and doing all of this extra shit? I mean, I guess to sell the bit, but still, like, good lord, it's just so stupid.
I'm currently in my second trimester. And let me tell you something. Being pregnant is exactly what they say it is. It's pretty awful. It's very overwhelming to be 20 and pregnant, because I'm around other 20-year-olds that are like, I don't even know what I'm like doing right now. Like, I don't even know who I am or what I want in life. And I'm just like, that sounds tough. Me personally, I'm about to throw out 18 years of my life doing the most selfish thing one could possibly do. I've had friends and family reach out to me, and I've just sort of casually told them that I'm having a child.
I wonder if she actually did tell her friends and family she's having a kid. Just being like, yeah, I'm having a kid, and then they buy her all this shit for the kid, and it turns out she was lying all along. That would be crazy. I honestly doubt, though, that she did tell her friends and family. I mean, if she did, that would make the situation more fucked up. It's one thing to lie to people you don't know on YouTube, but to lie to your actual family about having a kid, little wackadoodle if you ask me personally.
Really interesting thinking about coming back to YouTube with an announcement like this, because I've been gone for so long. I started this channel when I was 15. A lot of you have been following me since I was 15 years old, and not that much time has gone by, and I'm already on to discovering new life. YouTube is not taken seriously. YouTubers are not taken seriously. That's a really frightening prospect. And the fact that a 15-year-old had the ability to just influence millions of people is absolutely ridiculous and so dangerous. But now, as I get older and I start to really think about my place in this world, I wonder, what should I do with my influence?
Most large YouTubers will probably use their influence to help people and be a positive influence on people's lives. At times, I'm not going to tell you how to do that. I don't know how you would go about doing that, but this is not the way. And saying that YouTubers are not taken seriously, you're not helping the matter at all by lying about a pregnancy. You and yourself are contributing to the reason most YouTubers aren't taken seriously. Now, I'm not saying you lying about one pregnancy is going to shift the tide and make everyone hate YouTubers. No, but you're not helping at all. I want to clarify, though, that I'm not putting all of the blame on her by no regard for YouTubers not being trusted. It's not her fault at all. Yeah, she's not helping, but the main reason they're not trusted is because of other dumbasses, not just her. But that'll do it for this first video. We're gonna hop into the second one titled I Lost the Baby, which is the main one I wanted to talk about today. This is the one where it gets a little wackadoodle, so buckle up.
When you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful to the creator itself. Your attention is monetarily valuable to me. And unless you have some narcissistic tendencies, which a lot of us do, the experience of having a parasocial relationship with your audience can be very uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah, parasocial relationships are bad. I won't deny that, but there are better ways of handling them besides this, which I don't even understand how this really counts as her handling it, more so just her addressing it. And it also doesn't really have any correlation to the whole pregnancy thing. So you're saying since you have a parasocial relationship with your audience, or they have one with you, you fake a pregnancy? Is she really just going to play the it was a social experiment card?
And if you could imagine, this was not fun. And the problem with this, beyond the obvious, is that there's no meaningful way to respond to this interaction. The offender has anonymity, and in some way, so do I. So I'm not treating them like a real person. They're not treating me like a real person. You're not real, and I'm not real, and none of this is real. And yet, the effect that we have on each other is still very real.
I mean, I kind of get what she's trying to say here a little bit, but still, this has no correlation to you faking a pregnancy at all. And I know what you're thinking, Kodax, you're only halfway through the video. Yeah, exactly. I'm halfway through the video, and it still necessarily hasn't been addressed to why. At least not from what I can tell.
I lied about being pregnant as a joke. And the joke is not that pregnancy under strenuous circumstances is funny. The joke is not that the audience was gullible enough to believe that I was pregnant. The joke is you connected to something that wasn't real. And I have become something that isn't real.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your audience connected to something that isn't real, aka the baby that you created by lying to them and telling them you're pregnant. If that's what you're referring to, then you created that connection. It is your fault. You did that. You're the one who lied about being pregnant. Therefore, your audience created the connection with the baby. And I even saw on Reddit, apparently other mothers were sharing their stories with her about their pregnancies. Which, I don't really care. If you want to share stories, go for it. That's whatever. But so, yeah, you created that exact connection. It's your fault. You did that, no one else.
We all come here to find this connection over and over again. And we don't really find it until now, when you subscribe to my Patreon. Oh yeah, that's fucking right. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon. I'm also announcing that I'm coming back to YouTube. Listen, I wanted to come back to YouTube and explain to everyone why I had been gone and what had happened to me in that time that made me want to come back. But some of you in my audience are pretty weird, and I don't blame any of you. You can't help being weird, but I didn't think that it would be healthy for me to expose myself like that to all of you. And that's why I decided to keep a lot of my more sensitive information behind a paywall, where I would hope some of the audience would be more intentional with how they interact with me, because now it costs money to do so.
So you're just going to sell your personal information? Now I understand that she's not talking about her genuine personal information. I don't think, but still, this is retarded. Again, what would make you think this would be a good idea? I'm gonna lie about a pregnancy to promote my Patreon so that people can have a quote-unquote connection with me, because it can has more of my personal life, which is just dumb. It is so stupid. Who is gonna pay that? I mean, I'm sure someone would, but still, why? Brother, like, what are you doing? So here are the prices for the Patreon. We got little guppies, $7.23. Big dogs for $15. Up close and personal for $50. And there's 4 more tiers. You can pay. Do not sub to this tier. You get nothing, which is $322. Well, $300.22. What the fuck? Who is genuinely gonna buy this? Like, I know I've been ragging on this whole video, but $300. Jiminy fucking Christmas. That's a lot of money. Like, good lord. I don't even, I'm done, man. I'm out.